Can you just talk about the aggression and the energy you guys came out with today from the very start and what that meant for the game?
It meant a lot to us as a team going forward, and like to the fans that showed up every day to support us. I mean, we had a meeting and we felt like we weren't playing the same team that we did in the Bahamas against Auburn, Michigan State, things like that. With our energy, passion, how hard we played on defense, we haven't been that team the last couple games. So we definitely embraced what Coach was saying about that and wanted to come out as that team today, and I feel like we did that from the start.
Tyrese, when was that meeting? Was that after practice or something, or today?
It was the following day after the Villanova loss.
Okay, so you kind of set a tone there?
Yeah, we definitely set the tone right there and going forward, losing the first 2 games in February, so going forward we don't plan on losing anymore as long as we play the way we did today.
Was that a whole team meeting? Was it just a players kind of thing? Or?
It was more of a players thing, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Tyrese, you guys built a double-digit lead several times, and they had a quick answer and got it down to 3 and 1. But you guys also had a very quick answer of your own. What does that say about kind of the composure of the team and the importance of this game?
That's just, us just being an older team, having older guys on the floor out there. We know it's a game of runs. It didn't rattle us when they made their run. So we just bared down and made our run again. And I feel like that will come with the experience of this team. We're very old, and we have some young guys that come in there and contribute sometimes. But in those critical moments, we did what we had to do as older guys and just embrace their run and make sure we come back with ours.
Looks like at one point you kind of hurt your left wrist there again. It was the same wrist that's bothered you before. What happened there? How did it feel at the time, and how's it feeling now?
Yeah, I fell down on it, back on the wrist, but that's what the brace is for, for when I fall, to prevent that from bending a certain way. And not having a brace on it actually did that. So, it was hurting in the moment, but right now it's pretty fine.
Well, Tyrese, talking about your identity both as a team and how it was on display on the floor tonight, how would you describe it, especially considering the ups and downs of how this game went?
I feel like my identity is who I am and what you guys seen tonight. I feel like Coach came and said that I wasn't being the same player that he needed me to be, and I felt like I had to get back to being who I was, and part of that was just getting back to, just how I look on the court. How I look is how I'm going to play, so I went out there, said I don't need a brace no more long sleeves, got back to who I was, and it just showed me being that player I was in the beginning of the season again.
Tyrese, you guys talked about kind of as part of your identity getting that swag back on the floor today. Where did you guys see that? And obviously you guys are kind of hands up in the air and stuff like that, but how nice was that to play like that?
It felt great to see it again. Everybody just celebrating each other's success, but that comes with, making those plays first. So being able to make those plays, getting the energy from the crowd and then the celebration, things like that. I think I had a couple that were funny to me, honestly, but in the moment I'm like, why would I do that? But hey, it's whatever. It gets the crowd into it. At the end of the day, Coach wanted that. Honestly, too, that's been one of his main points this week, getting our swag back and celebrating after big plays, and I feel like we did that today.
Which play was a little bit funny to that?
I think probably when I dished it off to a diamond for an assist, and I started jumping, doing the goggles celebration. yeah, I started doing that. I don't know why I did that.
You're not a goggle guy?
No, I used to be a goggle guy, but I stopped.
Can you talk about how what Jordan's first half means from a teammate's perspective?
It's big. He continued what he did that Villanova game, just making shots. He came in the game, made shots for us, and he looked pretty good on defense. He was holding up against some more physical, older guards that he was playing against on defense, and he held up most of those possessions. I was proud of Jordan. I told him that in the timeouts that we need him to keep going, and we're going to make sure that he keeps going with us.
Tyrese, Jordan and Tyler hit 2 early threes to kind of set a tone and get everything going. How important were those to take pressure off the rest of the offense? And just the bench contributions overall were heck of a lot better today.
It was real important for them to come through and hit them threes. I don't think we made a three before they came in the game, so it was a lot of twos, and the threes were there, but we just weren't hitting them, and they obviously came in the game and started making threes. The crowd got into it after they started making threes, and then everybody else started making jump shots, and the rest was history after that.
Tyrese, Shaka said it was demoralizing for their team when Adama would go in and get those offensive rebounds, and then they knew what they were trying to stop, and they couldn't stop it. what does that do for your team, especially that first one where he kind of went up and plowed through like two guys to get the putback?
That's just the chip on the downward shoulder. I mean, he competes every time. I mean, there's times that people in practice, I mean, he's scoring or trying to score on 3-4 guys, and that's just his competitive spirit. Knowing the smarter play would be to kick it out, but he's just his competitive spirit, just wanting to score through those guys and just not give up. So I think in that play, he might have got blocked or lost the ball, but then he kept fighting for the ball and got it back. That just shows the kind of guy he is and the will that he has to win.
Thank you.
Sure.